Good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Bullish Network. Historic bull run incoming. And I'm going to show you guys how I truly believe that regulation is here. We're going to crush some FUD about regulation. You do not want to miss this show, guys. It's going to be a hell of a rabbit hole on the Elliptic team and some of the biggest institutions in the world that are involved in cryptocurrency and digital assets. Also, huge ADA news. Staking coming to Coinbase and Vechain has been on fire. Incoming XLM XRP massive bull run, and I'll show you guys how. Smash some thumbs up, hit that subscribe. I am not a financial advisor. I'm documenting my journey on the internet of value, the digital decade. Crypto. New congressional bill urges a national blockchain strategy for the U.S. A U.S. House Republican urged the federal government to start paying excessive attention to distributed ledger technology and consider developing a national blockchain strategy. Now, more specific, Brett submitted a bill with the Federal Trade Commission calling upon monitoring blockchain developments across the globe. So pretty much interesting scenario, guys. The momentum is picking up big time. Now, I'd like to give a shout out to my brother GMAN Dallas. GMAN is a legend. I actually got the ADA news broke from him first today. Cardano 2020 announced IOHK has signed a custody agreement with Coinbase. As of Q4, ADA holders will be able to store their digital asset on Coinbase and also maintain the ability to delegate their stake. Guys, one thing I've been extremely excited about is the staking and baking of my digital assets on Coinbase. You get pretty much for staking your crypto on Coinbase, you get like a payout of crypto every 3 days. We'll talk more about that soon. Coinbase Custody and IOHK partner to provide institutional grade staking for Cardano's ADA in Q4. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to my brother, Ripple Rich, a pioneer and my brother in crypto. Thank you big time, Ripple Rich. I appreciate this article right here. IOHK, the leader developer of Cardano blockchain and Coinbase Custody. The institutional grade custody launched by Coinbase announced a partnership to allow users to stake their ADA tokens. Along with staking, the partnership also allows assets to remain safely locked in cold storage wallet. That is really big news for ADA right there. That is for sure. I want to give a shout out to Crypto Eddie. SBI Holdings is getting into VeChain space, traceability and service, building a supply chain platform for agriculture products, utilizing blockchain distributed ledger technology. So that's really interesting right there. SBI Holdings getting into the VeChain space, trackability, traceability. Doesn't get no better than that. Also, VeChain, guys, is up 45% on the month. It's up 50% this month, and VeChain has been on fire. Like I said, I highly recommend checking out the interview with Sonny Liu and Digital Asset Investor. He did a really good interview with Sonny Liu, and Sonny Liu is just like, really passionate, decent guy. I think from just seeing him, in that video, I highly recommend checking out that video. I thought G-Man had one more thing about VeChain here. Oh, here's Crypto Eddie too. OMG, Swift CEO, regional head of Swift, said today on Zoom that Swift is getting into new technology by an API with any other currency or virtual or anything else DLT. So it seems like Swift is getting involved. Any currency, virtual assets, or anything DLT, Swift is on board. Sounds great. 5 million VThor burned. G-Man. Soon, Bear, San Marino, Food Gates, APAC, and Walmart expanding, and so many more. What excites you the most about VeChain? And I want to give a huge shout out to VThor on Twitter. There's so much to excite. How much time do you got, Uncle VThor? Is it Uncle VThor? Yeah, Uncle V. How much time you got, Uncle V? I love VeChain. Visa, back payment platform. Visa-backed payments platform partners with Ripple. Is XRP in the mix? Of course it will be. Visa partner Currency Cloud is now working with Ripple to expand their business-to-business cross-border payments platform. Currency Cloud says Ripple partnership will help expand business to places where regulation and limitations restrict opportunities for small and medium-sized enterprises. Really interesting scenario right there. All right, guys. I did a little bit of research. Rabbit hole time. Hell of a video here. Does anyone know about this Ripple IPO? So this is Ion Northing. Shout out to Ion and shout out to Digital Asset Daily. I saw the pre-IPO a few months ago stating minimum of 10K. at that minimum. The prep order was at that price. So pretty much, guys, I did run across the Ripple pre-IPO also. I do believe it's going to be available to accredited investors in 10K minimum. But the rise of the pre-IPO. Now, IPO was initial public offering. It's when a company goes public and they list their company on the New York Stock Exchange, and then you can buy shares. Until they go public, they're a private company. Worldwide, there are reportedly 236 unicorns. Now, a unicorn is when a private company reaches $1 billion valuation, and they're a unicorn company that reached $1 billion. Reportedly, 236 unicorns and private companies that are valued at over $1 billion each. Collectively, these companies are worth approximately $804 billion. Just over 50% of the world's unicorn companies are located in the U.S. Now, I was going to show you guys something else. I think I exited out. Pretty much, guys, Ripple is $10 billion valuation, and they are discussing the pre-IPO. I believe it's going to be a huge opportunity and exposure for Ripple Labs. Now, here's where the rabbit hole starts right here, guys. Wells and Fargo invest $5 million in blockchain analysis startup Elliptic. Now, ever since I've been covering this Elliptic news, I've basically been dying to get back down the rabbit hole of Elliptic. Now, I can tell you guys that XLM is partnered with Elliptic, and now you might be surprised some of the partnerships in the Elliptic ecosystem, starting with traditional financial systems as far as Wells and Fargo. Wells and Fargo invest $5 million in blockchain startup Elliptic. Now, that sent me down the rabbit hole. Wells and Fargo, ING, which is a Ripple partner among 5 new banks partnering with R3. BNP, Canadian Imperial, ING, and Wells and Fargo are the latest major financial institutions to partner with distributed ledger startup R3. Now, with the announcement, R3 brings the number of financial institutions participating in its stealth initiative to 30. Other major names including Bank of America, runs on Ripple, BNY Mellon. Now, if you actually look at this article date, here's from 2015. Now, here's Bank of New York Mellon, and also we know R3's partner with Ripple. So I kind of wonder, how did Matthew Mellon know to buy $2 million in XRP at that time? They knew what was coming. Citi, HSBC, which Ripple's on the high-level advisory board, Morgan Stanley, among others. So, also Bitcoin developer Mike Hearn has been tapped by R3 team to be its chief platform officer. Remember that name in a minute, Mike Hearn. Now, so I want to dive a little bit down the Elliptic team, leadership team. Now, meet our leadership team, and this is Elliptic right here, and this is Simone. Simone brings extensive expertise and strategy and operations to the Elliptic team. Now, what I did is I wanted to do a little bit of research on her. Here's Simone right here in February 2020 on Crypto Forensics. But this is actually a must-see video, guys. I will link this in the description. This is her here, Simone. Here's Elliptic. Now, she's pretty much going to explain to everybody about crypto. Now, she's going to talk about who uses Elliptic. We are here to help create trusted services using data to protect our customers. Now, who is our customers? Fidelity, $7 trillion under assets, and Coinbase. And it looks like, oh, it's Square. Trusted by leading names. So that's pretty big right there. Now, the reason this video is so good is because she talks about how there is regulation in crypto. Most people believe there is not regulation in crypto. It's more than just Bitcoin. It's Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Ripple. So basically, she's highlighting Ripple right there with the Elliptic video. It's more than just Bitcoin. It's all these in the ecosystem. Here you got Ripple right here, 0x, Binance, USD Coin, which is backed by New York Department of Financial Services. Now, there's some really good gems. There's some really good breadcrumbs in this video. And also, the biggest one she crushes is the myths about crypto, which we're going to get to that in 1 second. The landscape is involving Binance lending. She's saying that digital asset companies are basically, moving in on the banking sector. Debunking crypto myths, lack of regulation, fraudulent systems, and black box. So she's going to crush typical myths. It's the Wild West. There are no regulation. That's a myth. She says there is regulation is here. And I'll show you. It is used mainly for illegal activities. That is not true also. You're always going to have bad actors in any situation. But the thing is, that's a very small majority. Now, this is lack of regulation. Her proof. Recommendation on regulation from the virtual currencies FATF. This is what she is saying. There is plenty of regulation here. Now, I want to jump down the rabbit hole of that a little bit also. The Financial Action Task Force. The Financial Action Task Force on Money Laundering, also known in its French name, is an intergovernment organization founded in 1989. It's on the initiative of the G7 to develop policies to combat money laundering. Now, if you go all the way down here, something kind of jumped out at me. This is the countries and other jurisdictions, and this is the organizations and countries that are in the FATF. Now, as of 2019, the FATF had 39 full members. Now, if you look through this list right here, guys, you got Belgium, Australia, Canada, and the one name that really jumped out on me on here is Hong Kong. So Hong Kong is a member of the FATF. So it's really interesting here because, you know, there's all this media news about how they're controlling crypto and dominating with Bitcoin mining and Ethereum, and, you know, we better catch up. But here's the thing, guys. I don't think they're dominating at all. I think we're actually being fed, you know, bad information. I truly believe that this is a global movement. This is globalization. This is the world coming together to work on interoperability. There's nobody's going to step outside of this jurisdiction of the FATF, because if not, there's going to be you actually will have economic sanctions if you're not meeting the standard of the FATF. Now, they actually came out with global cryptocurrency regulation, virtual currencies. So pretty much, guys, do not believe that, you know, the up and down of the market. I look at it like this. We are pioneers. We are the 1%. The 99% will hear about crypto soon. And now there's so many more on-ramps. Binance US, Coinbase, Uphold, regulation. We have banks that's partnering with Elliptic, so they monitor crypto transactions to make sure they're not fraudulent or being used by bad actors. I believe the next bull run is going to make this last bull run look like child's play. Now, also on the Elliptic team, Richard Brown, and also he's the advisor team, and he is the chief technology officer at R3. So we got R3 advisory board on the Elliptic team. Wow, R3 runs on Ripple. And of course, you guys meet our leadership team right here. And this video I highly recommend. I will link it in the description. Broader scope by June 2020. Created a new definition on virtual assets. And it's just an amazing video. Crypto asset regulation in 2015 is showing how it's only right here in the US. And then it gets broader. Crypto regulation June 2020. The whole world will be regulated, and the bull run will be massive. Don't be fooled by headlines. It is used for mainly illegal activity. No, it's not. And basically, she's just crushing FUD left and right on this video. I will link this video in the description, guys. I highly recommend checking out this video. So you guys see R3's on the advisor team at Elliptic. There's actually a line in here that basically says that if you do not, you know, hold to the standard of the CF or the FATF, then basically you will realize you will have economic sanctions. I'm not sure where it's at, but it's a good read right here too. Financial Action Task Force. Now here he is, Richard Brown right here. I'm following him. He's actually, today we're publishing a Q2 edition of the Node. Pretty much some R3 information. Forbes Crypto, a look inside the curious world of confidential computing. So basically he's sharing some information there. NASDAQ launched a marketplace service platform with R3. Interesting right there. Forbes Crypto. Digital asset, Forbes, Bitcoin, digital assets, Corda. Okay, so he's bullish. Now, okay, rabbit hole time. Corda Network announces board of directors to establish independent governing body. So Corda Network announces board of directors. Now, here's the first one. Andrew, head of IT wholesale banking channels, ING Group. So, on the Corda board of directors is some of the biggest banking executives. Now, I did want to look him up a little bit. This is him right here, Andrew, and then I found this right here. In banking first. Now, this is in banking first. ING, which runs on Ripple, develops FATF friendly protocol for tracking crypto transactions. Wow. The ING Bank of the Netherlands, based lender for blockchain, has developed a protocol to assist with financial action task force travel rules requirement for crypto exchanges and firms dealing in digital assets. So this is the first bank to step in and say, hey, we'll implement these rules. The solution, initiated by ING, currently dubbed the Travel Rule Protocol, has also been backed by Standard Chartered Bank, Fidelity Digital Assets, and BitGo, which runs on Ripple, BitGo, plus a whole others familiar firms in the crypto space. So that's pretty interesting right there. I'm going to show you guys one more thing, and I actually want to take one step back. Right here is going to be this one right here. Now this is Bitcoin 2012 in London. This is Mike Hearn in 2012. Bitcoin was $100 then. Don't you wish you bought a ton of them? Now he's referencing, but at first I'll show you where I got this from. Bitcoin developer Mike Hearn has been tapped by R3 to team to be his chief platform. So Bitcoin developer Mike Hearn tapped by R3 to be the chief platform officer, and I found this video right here of him talking about Bitcoin and Ripple. PTP currency exchange used the Ripple concept from Ryan Frugger. He's basically referencing this concept as something that can move Bitcoin faster and probably has massive potential for massive growth. And he called it right on the money from 2012. Look how far we came. We don't even use this concept no more, but the company has grown so much and has so many partners now. And that's what I believe about the digital decade. I believe today's landscape is going to look nothing like tomorrow's. Today, price does not play a factor in my decisions I make. I understand the potential in this asset class and the people that's backing this initiative. Regulation is here. We're not going nowhere. Here is the new FATF rules for crypto exchanges and custody. So this is new rules, and this is PwC, which runs on Vechain. What are the new rules? The new rules are you must be compliant. Crypto is here to stay. In June 2019, the Financial Action Task Force adopted a note recommendation to further clarify the FATF requirements and should apply in relation to virtual assets and virtual asset service providers. Green light. Massive bull run incoming. And the reason I say that, guys, to echo the theme of the show, is once you understand some of the biggest players in the world are backing this initiative, you understand that get your bags ready. Hong Kong government adopts FATF crypto regulation. Exactly like I said, guys, Hong Kong is a part of this initiative. So the media is feeding that, we're concerned with their dominance with Bitcoin mining. I think the real problem is they started mining it before us. But other than them circulating, what we're doing, that's not going to happen. We're building a global financial system that will be interoperable the whole globe. So to say, and the media likes to create issues, kind of like to make it more interesting, but I believe truly behind the scenes it's all FUD and all countries and nations are on the same page. Is Ripple exploring ODL between Europe and Mexico? Of course they are. With every passing day, the prospect of a cashless transaction is becoming more and more enticing, especially since the pandemic and making cash valuable. Many traditional banks have been taking big steps towards managing day-to-day activities online with an eye on making the user experience more convenient and comfortable. One of the technologies attempting to streamline the payment network is Ripple On-Demand Liquidity, XRP. Ripple has joined hands with banks and exchanges all over the world to enable faster, cheaper cross-border payments. As per Utility Scan Monitor, there currently exist 6 active corridors. However, there may be 2 more corridors currently in operation. Now, according to ODL data provider at HMATEJX, ODL traffic was registered between Bitstamp and Bitso. Payments were emerging from Europe-based Bitstamp exchange where they received by Mexico-based Bitso. And I'm here to tell you guys, Bitso is phase 1 of the Phoenix. XRP ODL went live in Bitso first with ODL MoneyGram, and that's where it's all been going down at Bitso, proving that this is very successful 24/7, 365. Damn right. Oh, Guys, you got to check out this Vechain video. I will link this in the description also. Vechain is one of my top projects, of course. Vechain, a turning point. Now, he also needs some subscribers right here, 26 at Iano Media. But I highly recommend this video, guys. They really break down what is Vechain. So I will link this in the description also. Now, for the month of June, we picked up almost 1,000 subscribers. Guys, help the Bullish Network reach 2,000 subscribers this month. 2,000 more subscribers. I know we can do it. Show some love out there. Smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. Smash that notification bell. You'll be notified daily when we release a video here on the Bullish Network. Let me know what you guys think of the video in the comments. Much love. Mahalo.